Hey everyone, welcome to the X-Ring. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. We are out here on the range. I've got the AI Cerakoted the barrel and it is in the 6mm Creedmoor. I'm shooting 41.5 grains of H4350. I want to get a paper test done at 500 yards. So I have a camera down range on the 500 yard target. I'll be shooting at the top bullseye. Now, Strelok and with all the environmentals, it's saying it's about 2.2. I'm just going to put 2.1 in it so I don't shoot over the target just to make sure. But let's go ahead and see what we can get for a grouping with these hand loads, shooting the 108 ELD match. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get Rick on his Tikka, shooting his hand loads, which is 41 grains in the 6.5 Creedmoor, and we'll see what it does or how it's influenced by wind at 500 yards. All right, so let's get started. So what I'll do is I will do a 5-shot group. Rick is going to be on the spotter. Hopefully I can get on paper with the first shot. Wind's kind of gusting all over the place today, but that's one of those things you just have to take into account. I'm going to hold dead on. I should probably be putting some wind in it, but we're good.
Just a hair left, but I can't see the impact.
You cannot?
No, not with the scope. Not enough power. Not for that little bullet.
And that was cold bore included.
It's not a mirage. It looked like you hit the bottom target. Actually, you did hit the bottom target.
It's all right, I'm just looking for the grouping. So I do know that I'm good on it. So when we get Rick on his 6.5, what we'll do is we'll confirm him on the steel first at 500 to make sure he impacts it. And then he'll go for a group on the bottom row of targets.
Shooter ready.
Spotter ready, send it. Impact? So. Now you're good, just hold center of that. That was way right. No, it wasn't. It's only 2 inches right. Elevation's perfect. It's 2 inches right. That's 3 inches right. Just hold center of the dot. All right, guys, so this is my 500 yard target with that 6mm Creedmoor. 500 yards, 41.5 grains, H4350, 108 ELD. I have 3 in the bullseye here, and that is a 1-inch circle inside of here. This is 1 inches, okay, across here. So I've got 3 here, this one, and this one. I don't know what happened there, but we'll get a measurement on it and see what the group ended up being. All right, I hope you enjoyed that comparison. Like I said, it's not really comparing the 2 rifles as much as it is the caliber. You know, I was a big fan of that 6.5 Creedmoor, and I still am. However, I think that 6mm with that load works well for me. I'm sure I could push it a lot hotter, but I don't see the need to because that's just going to diminish the barrel life. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Remember, those were 500 yards, and on both rifles, those were clean, cold, decoppered bores. Now, Rick did take 1 shot to confirm at 500 on the steel, but on the AI, that was clean, cold, decoppered first shot, and that's that one that went a little low left. The group still measured just at 1 MOA because it was 5 inches, and so at 500 yards that came out to exactly 1 MOA. So I'm happy with that. Had it not been for the first round cold bore, that would have been a much tighter group, probably around a 1/4 MOA. Like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you guys are liking this comparison. I've got a lot of information coming up on the 6.5 Grendel. Been doing some hand loads with that, some testing out at distance. We'll see how that turns out. Stay tuned.